All right, guys, so we are back home. I hope you guys enjoyed the difference between unequal length with the stock headers to the equal length with the Killer Bee headers. Obviously, I have a catted downpipe on now as well, but the catback is exactly the same as it was in the previous clips with the stock unequal length headers. So it is pretty obvious to see just how much louder this car is after I did everything with stage 3 and the different, headers and the downpipe and all that. I would say it's a solid three to four times louder than it already was, which was pretty loud to begin with. Which I personally, I love. I really love loud cars. It's just kind of, who doesn't? So there is definitely a huge audible difference. A lot of the things that people kept on saying to me was, aren't you going to miss the Subaru rumble, the EJ sound? And obviously, if you can tell just at idle, you wouldn't really be able to tell it's equal length headers. It really still does have that nice rumble at idle. Obviously, it's a little bit different. I'm not saying it sounds exactly the same, but at startup, it sounds absolutely menacing. It sounds so good. The only time you can really tell it's equal length is obviously when you're on it. It's definitely a completely different sound, which I personally love. Honestly, I love the EJ sound. I love the Subaru rumble. I've been driving with that sound for many, many years, almost a decade now, with all my Subarus I've had. So it is absolutely, it's something that I will never get tired of. I didn't change because I was tired of it. I simply changed because I've always wanted to do equal length and I always wanted to do Killer Bee, and I finally had an opportunity to do it. Now, if you guys don't notice, I did equal length mainly for reliability. It had nothing to do with sound. It had nothing to do with me getting tired of the EJ rumble. It was simply for reliability. It's less heat in the engine bay. They're much better overall for the whole entire motor. The car just revs so much faster. It just seems much happier. So if you have a chance to go equal length, I highly suggest it. Yes, obviously it does sound different, but I guarantee you when you hear them in person and when you drive the car, it's a no-brainer. You're going to be like, wow, why didn't I do this sooner? That's kind of the mindset that I have right now. And I absolutely love it. Now, if you guys noticed, there is a lot of rasp around the 2,500 to 3K range. And then again, when you get in a little bit higher RPMs, which is not bad, but it is something I want to fix. So a lot of people are going to comment saying it's too raspy, it's not my taste and everything. Yes, if you guys have never heard an E46 M3, which I have owned, that is Rasp City. The S54 motor is the raspiest engine you'll ever hear in your life, but there is ways to fix it. And I actually went through 9 different exhaust setups on that car to perfect it, and I absolutely loved what I did with it. I do like a little bit of rasp, so it's kind of like an ode to my E46 M3, but I still do want to fix it because I still think it is a little too much. So I've been running the Delta Motorworks catback that you guys know of. It is the non-resonated, no mufflers, nothing. I've been running that catback for pretty much the entire ownership of this car. And it's actually the only exhaust I've had on this car. So when it came to adding the equal length headers and the downpipe, I knew it was going to change the sound. I knew it was going to be way louder. I knew it was going to be something that I was going to have to fix with the rasp. So I started looking into other options. There's a lot of different brands and companies out there that all have really, really good sounding and really good quality exhaust. But honestly, I think Delta Motorworks is just on another level, and I really didn't want to get rid of it. Unfortunately for right now, they are not selling any exhaust. They're a really small company, so COVID, unfortunately, took a toll on them. I'm not sure. I was talking to the owner, and they might come back, but for right now, they're really unsure. But fortunately, one of the things that is awesome about this exhaust is the mid-pipe is in 2 sections. You can either get the non-resonated or the resonated version. So if you ever wanted to swap over to the resonated version, all you got to do is change the second part of the mid-pipe. So I hit up Delta Motorworks. I said, hey, listen, I know you guys are not making exhausts right now. I would really hate to get rid of mine because I don't want to go to another company. I really love the way yours sounds and the quality and everything. Everybody always asks about it. Do you have any chance of a resonated section laying around, or if you guys can make one or something? And sure enough, they pulled through. They had a resonated mid-pipe sitting on the shelves, and pretty sweet. So this will be going on the car to get rid of that rasp. That is going to take down probably all of the rasp. It's going to give the exhaust note a much better sound. It's going to get rid of that rasp. It's going to give it a much deeper sound. So I'm really excited to get that on. They gave me all new clamps, gaskets, hardware, a bunch of stickers. They actually gave me a t-shirt, which is actually my favorite kind of t-shirts, which is American Apparel. So really appreciate it. Unfortunately, they're not making more. So I know you guys are upset. I know I am too. Hopefully in the near future, they'll start picking things back up and they'll start building exhausts again. I'm sure they're anxious to, get back in the shop and start fabricating and everything. But they make beautiful exhaust. I mean, clamp style. I mean, what's not to like? So I'm going to be adding that. That is going to be in another video. I'll do some exhaust clips and everything in comparison with what it is on there currently, just so you can see the difference between the rasp and all that. But yeah, that's all I got for you guys. I hope you enjoyed it. I had a lot of fun making this. This was obviously over a couple weeks time span, just with getting everything done and, having time to go out and get the exhaust clips and all that. But either way, it was a lot of fun. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you have any questions, be sure to ask them below. But in the meantime, keep it clean, keep it simple. I'll catch you guys in the next one.